It's Friday the 13th, which means our high school football show and teams needed to be extra careful tonight to avoid any costly mistakes. Hey, it's week 8 of the regular season. Let's have some fun on Football Friday night.
They're coming in from far and wide, filled with team spirit and hometown pride. All fired up from the big pepper rally last night. Hear the marching band playing the fight song. Teams charging the field, ready to get it on. Cheerleaders working up the crowd with all their might. That's what I love about a high school football Friday night.
And welcome to Football Friday Night, presented by Ocoee Federal Credit Union. I'm Jared Oliver. Plenty of great matchups tonight, but we zero in on a 4M District 5 showdown between Olympia and Dr. Phillips. Both teams were undefeated in district play. Olympia was 2-0, so a win tonight would put them in the driver's seat to win the district title. However, a DP win and the Panthers stay unblemished in district play. Olympia trying for their second straight win against Dr. Phillips. They snapped the Panthers' 18-game winning streak against them last season. We pick it up in the second quarter, 3-0 Titans. DP punting from inside their own 20, bad snap, and Taylor Harris can't do anything with it. First and goal, Olympia. A few plays later, the Titans cash it in. Juan Ganius with the ball fake and keeps it. Strike up the band. It's 10-0. 11 seconds to go in the half. Panthers try and throw outside. Stanley Anderson-Lofton picked off by Xavier Tucker. That's a pick six. It was 17-0 Titans when this big clock came on the scoreboard. Fourth quarter, Olympia had it at the 1. Could have iced it, but they fumbled the snap, and Antoine Fields picks it up, and there is nothing in front of him. A 95-yard scoop and score makes it 24-13, but the Titans don't waste any time getting the points back. Romello Ware takes the rock 37 yards inside the 20. The face mask gave Olympia 15 more, and a few plays later, Eric Wings Jr. iced it with this 10-yard touchdown run. Olympia downs DP 31-21. Shane Whitehead was there and has more on tonight's game of the week.
This was a big win for Olympia for a number of reasons. When the Titans beat the Panthers in football, it truly is an opportunity to celebrate. The wins have been far and few in between. They got their second tonight in 20 games. But more importantly, the Titans improved to 3-0 in district play with 1 game to go. They are firmly in the driver's seat for a district championship.
I thought overall we played a pretty solid game. We played for four quarters. And we just grinded. We grinded it out all game. That was the focus.
2 years in a row over the Panthers.
Yes. This rivalry has been in for a while. And, anytime you get an opportunity to beat your rival, it's always a great feeling, But like I always emphasize, it's a rivalry, but it's also family, Coach Wes is like a brother to me. But it's always good to, go to battle with your brother, once a year and, be able to enjoy this moment.
A district win as well. You improved to 3-0 with 1 to go. You're in the driver's seat.
Yes, sir. That's the most important thing, is winning the district, being able to control our own destiny, and be able to continue to just, build for what we're trying to do and our goals, which is trying to get to the district and win the championship.
Olympia improves to 5-2 on the season. That 4th and final district game is in 2 weeks against West Orange. At Dr. Phillips High School, Shane Whitehead, football, Friday night on 9.
Thank you, Shane. Well, last Friday, the Apopka Blue Darters beat Olympia, ending a 2-game losing skid for the Blue Darters. Tonight, Apopka hosted district opponent Lake Brantley. The Patriots, losers of their last 3. What's in store for tonight? Blue Darters start the scoring. Morgan Noah takes the handoff around the right side of the line, gets down the sidelines. He's finally caught by a couple of Patriots at the 3-yard line. That sets up a 3-yard touchdown by Safford Jaden. Apopka takes the lead 7-0. Lake Brantley, but they come back though. It's going to be Herbert Tavin rushes in for the 4-yard score, tying the game at 7. And with 5 seconds on the clock before the half, Apopka is going to hit a 35-yard field goal to take a 10-7 lead at the half. And it was all Blue Darters in the second half. Apopka wins it 27-7. And the 6-0 Lake Mary Rams are ranked in the top 10 among all classifications in the FHSAA Power Rankings. This team is built for a state championship run. The offense has scored 34 or more points in every game. The defense hasn't given up more than 17 points in 5 of their 6 wins. And tonight they look to do the same against 4-3 Evans. The Trojans taking its 2-game win streak on the road tonight at the Lake. Pick things up already 29-0. Lake Mary in the second half. Rams airing it out to start the half. Noah Grubbs hits Caden Harshbarger for a big gain later in the quarter. Grubbs finding Carson Henshaw for the score. Rams go up 36-0, but Evans not going away quietly. Jermaine Hardy getting the handoff. He fights through several Rams defenders for the score. 36-7 Lake Mary, but it was too little too late for Evans. Lake Mary wins easily 36-7. 5-2 Seminole hosting 5-1 DeLand tonight. A huge test for Sanford. Bulldogs up 7-0, but Seminole's Rodney Grant says not for long. He takes the handoff and breaks a couple of tackles from DeLand, finds the end zone to tie the game at 7. Into the second quarter, Seminole punting, but it's a fake. Direct snap to Trayvon Clark, and he's off. Gets by the only Bulldog in the way for the touchdown. Seminole special teams coach saying on the sideline he waited 6 years to run that play. 14-7 knows, but DeLand answers on the next possession. Read option keeper for Tyron Moore gets tackled, but before he crosses the line, tying the game at 14. Last chance before Seminole. Siqueiros Lasky looking deep for Noah. Great catch there by senior defensive back Javon Ross. Has great coverage to pick it off and sends these teams into the half tied up. Second half was just as good, but our photographer has to get another game. Seminole wins it 49-42, a close one. All right, some good old-fashioned inner-city rivalry right here. Jones taking on Boone. Both teams playing for its 4th win. The Fighting Tigers off to a great start on the opening drive of the game. Quarterback Trevor Jackson lobs it to Jaquez Varner off the wheel route into the end zone for 6. Jones on the board, 7-0, ensuing Tigers possession. Jackson Varner connecting early and often. Jackson throws on the run to Jaquez Varner. He does the dirty work, stays in bounds, and fights for more on a nice gain to move the chains. Final play of the drive. Trevor Jackson keeps it himself and just smoothly strides in the end zone to make it a 2-score game. In the second quarter, Jones is going to finish off another long drive. Jerry Parker in the Wildcat fights his way in for 6. Jones cruises to a 51-14 win. They move to 4-3. And next week, the Fighting Tigers will play Ocoee for a district showdown. Plenty more to come here on Football Friday night. 5-1 Cocoa was looking to give Titusville its first loss of the season. Plus, Edgewater Eagles looking to remain undefeated, hosting the Ocoee Knights tonight. But before we return to the gridiron, it's time for our first Sonic Bands of the week. Here is the University High School Marching Band. Welcome back to Football Friday Night, presented by McCoy Federal Credit Union. The 5-1 Cocoa Tigers were on the road for a district matchup against undefeated Titusville. Titusville with the yellow mask as they take the field there. Okay, all right. Well, the unbeaten Terriers have not won a state championship in 40 years and are trying to prove themselves against the defending state champion Cocoa Tigers. Cocoa stopped Titusville on their first drive of the game. The Terriers had to punt. Cocoa fumbles the football, and the Terriers get great field position, but the Terriers do not take advantage of the turnover. They fumble and recover them twice on the ensuing drive and a missed long field goal. After the missed field goal, Brady Hart goes to work, and he goes deep to C.J. Bragg. Comes down with the reception Big play there. 2 plays later, Hart hits Javon Boggs for the touchdown to make it 7-0 Cocoa. Late second quarter, just a few minutes left in the half. Titusville trying to get something going on offense. Nate Lopez takes the ball up the middle. He is tackled. Cocoa is flagged for helmet-to-helmet contact. Lopez is looked at by medical staff for several minutes, but he is able to walk off the field. The Terriers settled for a field goal, so it's 7-3 at the half. In the second half, Latrison Lane gets over the goal line to finish off a nice drive with a touchdown. Tigers upset the Terriers, winning 28-3 the final. All right, back here in Orlando, the Edgewater Eagles hosted the Ocoee Knights. Opening drive for Ocoee. The Eagles defense forcing the fumble, and Torrey Hughley recovers for Edgewater. First offensive play for Edgewater, though. Sir Samaj Fleming takes the handoff, hits the hole. Nobody is going to catch him, and just like that, it's going to be 7-0 Edgewater. But after an Ocoee punt, second offensive snap for the Eagles. Caden Shields-Dutton runs behind the right side of that line, breaks a tackle or two, and is able to get the corner of the end zone to double their lead, 14-0. In the second quarter, Eagles up now 17-0 when it's Shields-Dutton again, running right up the middle, dragging tacklers into the end zone. 25-0 Edgewater at that point, and the Eagles go on to win 46-0. Now, we had a nice Thursday night football with Lake and Osceola counties this week. St. Cloud lost their Week 2 game to weather, so they had to try and find a replacement. The True Academy Saints from Miami Gardens answered the call and traveled north for their Week 8 game.
The dinner's in the oven. It's time to get out of here. Let's go, Tucky. Let's go. Turn it up. Let's go.
It didn't take long for the St. Cloud offense to take its first bite. First possession, 10 plays, 70 yards, capped off by a 19-yard touchdown pass from Logan King to Owen Connor. 6-0 Bulldogs. After the Saints tied the game and company went back to work. Same scoring play as before. Connor, his second touchdown catch, made it 12-6. Then in the second quarter, it's 21-6. The Bulldogs draw up the wide receiver screen. Connor makes it work to perfection. 80 yards and 6 more for the Bulldogs. 7 catches for 220 yards for Connor. King tied the school record with 6 touchdown passes. St. Cloud improves to 4-3 after a 51-18 win. Former Lyman head coach Jeff Gerke brought his Gulf Breeze Dolphins down from Pensacola to take on Toho. He brought his dad with him, Orlando area coaching legend Bill Gerke. Third quarter, Gerke's Dolphins trailed 12-7. Quarterback battle. Alberson let one fly, and he was on the money to Bryson Rollier. The 85-yard touchdown strike gave Gulf Breeze a 14-12 lead. Go to the fourth, same score. Toho looking for the go-ahead score, but quarterback Savvy Misiak was picked off at the 5. Jake Hooten, as he's headed to the other end zone. Check out the blindside block. Can't do that. So no touchdown. The Dolphins had 4 TDs called back because of penalties. It looked like they were going to put the game away, but Alberson was picked off in the end zone. Randy Duvall with less than 2 minutes to go. Then in the final minute, Miasic made amends. He found Jaden Oliver, no relation to me, wide open and game winner. 38 seconds were left when he crossed the line. So Toho with a last-second win last night over Gulf Breeze, 18-14 the final. They moved to 5-2 and will play against district rival Harmony on the road. All right, we're ready to show you the best action of the night coming up on Football Friday night. After the break, our plays of the week will round off our highlights for the night. A lot of good action tonight. We'll find out if your school made the cut. But first, our Sonic Battle of the Bands continues. Here's the Deltona School Band. Take the field. Enjoy. And welcome back to Football Friday Night, presented by Ocoee Federal Credit Union. It is now time for our plays of the week, and we start with play number 1. Coming to us from Edgewater, first offensive play for the Eagles. Running back Sir Samaj Flemings takes the handoff, hits the hole, and he's gone. Nobody from Ocoee is going to catch him before he reaches the end zone. Edgewater would go on to win 46-0. Play number 2 comes from our game of the week, Olympia and Dr. Phillips. The Titans had the ball on the Panthers' doorstep, but they fumbled in the snap, and Antoine Fields picked up the loose ball, took it the other way for a 95-yard scoop and score. The Titans won the game 31-20, though. And finally, play number 3 comes to us from Seminole. Seminole punting, but it's a fake direct snap, and Trayvon Clark, he's off. Gets by the only DeLand Bulldog in his way for the touchdown. Seminole special teams coach saying on the sideline he waited 6 years to run that play, and it was perfectly executed. Seminole wins a wild one tonight, 49-42. And we showed you highlights earlier of Lake Brantley Apopka, and it was a game the Blue Darters played with heavy hearts tonight. Yesterday, longtime Apopka chief editor John Peary died in his sleep. Peary was a fixture at Apopka High School sporting events, especially football. He was honored for his loyalty to the program before the start of tonight's game. Apopka John, as he was known to us on the sidelines, helped our Football Friday Night crews on several occasions with their stats and other game information. Always personable and easy to talk to. He will be missed. John Peary was 67 years old. All right, we'll be back.